Good morning, guys. Today's the 21st. It is the soybean planting date. And what I mean by the soybean planting date is the crop insurance companies have a certain date where they'll start coverage for your ground. And so the 21st happens to be the soybean planting date, and the 11th was the corn planting date. So Adam's already out here. He's my uncle. He is somewhere planting corn or getting the corn planter ready. Kevin is spraying, getting the sprayer ready, something along those lines. And then my truck is right here at the seed tender. I want to make sure that I have everything ready, everything set up for what I'm going to need the year. And we're going to hit it hard today. So let's go get something done. My seed guys just take forever around here. Always having to wait on them. So I just got loaded up with seed, 82 bags of seed, so I can start planting beans here before long. And this is actually kind of cool because this is my Uncle Clint's facility. He owns and operates Travis Seed, and he is a Golden Harvest agent, so we plant Golden Harvest. Alright guys, we are officially starting plant 2020. This is the bean planter. 1790. Tristan's got my pickup and the seed tender with Golden Harvest seed in it, and he's gonna start filling me up. And I'm gonna take off. We're gonna plant my field, and we're gonna try to cover some acres. Alrighty. Drop the planter down. Gears are turning. Are we planting? We are planting. Let's get out and check it. Alright, so sadly you guys died on me, and I wasn't able to film the first go around the field, but what I did was I got out 2 or 3 times. I adjusted the depth by moving some of those T-handles on the rows. And now, one of the most crucial parts is this planter has automatic row shutoffs. So when I go into a row, or I go into somewhere that I've already planted, it'll automatically shut my rows off for me. That way I'm not wasting seed. And it'll also do it when I'm in somewhere that I planted, going out to somewhere that I need to plant. I gotta make sure those are all dialed in. That's very important, very crucial. So I'm gonna do some of that right now. So I am fairly confident that I am 4 feet off of the correct measurement for going back out into the field from what I've already planted. So I'm gonna tweak a couple settings, maybe try going over it again, but I do see a problem up here. So we are planting now, and everything seems to be running pretty good. So right here is row 24, and then right here leads up to row 15. So what I'm trying to find out is if right where it meets this T right here, if the planter is turning on in time. So there's a seed right there, which is a good sign, but I'm gonna go ahead and dig. So I'm gonna step out this way just about a foot. I'm gonna try to find, okay, so there's a seed. So I know it's coming in correctly, but I wanna make sure that it doesn't turn on too early. So we're gonna come out here, about 2 feet in. We're gonna dig. Okay, so there's a seed, but it happens to be in line with row number 23. So we're gonna move a little bit further in, and no seed. So we're doing good. We're running about 1 foot in, but that's fine. At least it's not making a huge gap like it was a couple minutes ago. So I think we're good to go. I think we can go put some acres in, and maybe I can eat lunch now at 3 o'clock. It's been about 2 hours. I've moved fields, and now that we got the planter rolling, it should go a lot quicker, and things should be a lot smoother from here on out. But I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but this dirt below me is actually cultivated, and now it's very rare for us to cultivate our stalks. That doesn't happen very often, but the reason we cultivated our stalks this year is I applied dry cattle manure all over this field, and we had to incorporate that and get that back into the soil in order for it to boost the nutrient values in our soil. So that was really key that I worked it up, and believe it or not, getting those stalks back underneath there and working that manure in actually benefited us in drying too. The soil has more porosity, which means there's more room for air to go down through the soil, and there's more pore spaces. And so it's able to get air in there, dry it out, and a lot of heat from this black surface, and it dried it out much quicker than anything that we left for no-till. Now I'll try to keep this quick, but the world might tell you that no-till is the best idea, and that tilling in the fall is the worst because you're washing away good soil. And a little bit of that is correct. I mean, there is a little bit of topsoil that we lose from tillage, and no-till is a very good solution to that, but it doesn't work for everybody. This wouldn't have worked for me in order to put cattle manure down and plan to no-till into it. It just wouldn't have worked. I would have big clumps of hay and different obstacles out here that I would have to avoid, and it'd be taking way longer to dry out than anything that we no-till. So we do no-till a lot, but you got to take it with a grain of salt when somebody says something like that. Well, the planter's looking good. I'm going to check how much seed I have. But overall, I mean, it's been a pretty good day to run. There's no wind. It's really nice day. But sadly, our sprayer is on the hill over in that area, broke down. One of the booms snapped, as far as I know. Oh yeah, we got plenty of seed in here. Hardly even put a dent in it. So that should be enough for that side. When I was filling this thing, I didn't realize it, and I filled the right hopper completely full, the left hopper only half full. So the left hopper isn't that bad. It looks like it's pretty good, but looking at this, I might put a little bit more talcum powder in. And basically what talcum powder is baby powder. It's just a dry lubricant that we have to run through these planters in order to ensure we're getting the right population. Things are flowing through the air tubes nicely, and it helps us out a lot. So nothing harmful. It's almost 100% baby powder. Put a little bit of talcum powder in here, but I have to make sure that I shut these lids on these big yellow center fill tanks, because if I don't shut them, it won't pressurize these tanks and it won't blow seed through the lines. So that's something that's very important. And in my previous video, you saw me fixing the row unit on this planter, and if it would have picked up and broke one of these center fill bolts, we would have had big problems.